So I'd like to introduce Matt Leung with his speech entitled, "Can we avoid potential health nightmare?"
Thank you. So can you please raise your hand if someone you love has used antibiotics in the past? Okay, now I want you to picture this person and picture them smiling. Now I want you to picture the same person and imagine that they're really unwell and they're in hospital and you're really worried because the doctors have called you in. We've got the results. The bacteria that is causing this infection is resistant to all the antibiotics we have. There's nothing more we can do. Now, this may seem like a potential nightmare, but in 20 to 30 years' time, this could be a daily occurrence for most people around the world. Bacterial antibiotic resistance is predicted to be one of the greatest challenges we face in the 21st century. By 2050, 10 million people are predicted to die every year from a treatment-resistant infection. Now, this will surpass the numbers that are dying from cancer. Now, who here knows somebody that's received chemotherapy in the past? In a world where our antibiotics don't work, we won't be able to use chemotherapy. Why? Because chemotherapy weakens your immune system and you often depend on antibiotics to survive. This is one of the many examples why people are calling it the end of modern medicine. Now, why does antibiotic resistance occur? When you're unwell, you take some antibiotics, it might kill 99% of the bacteria. However, 1% will have a natural mutation. And if your body doesn't clear this 1%, it will reproduce and reproduce, and it will produce another infection. Now, this process occurs in particular when you use too many antibiotics, and this is the first problem. And more importantly, these resistant bacteria can spread from person to person to person. Now, what we do at the moment, we simply use a different antibiotic, but this raises the second issue. We're running out of types of antibiotic. Now, going back to the first issue, why are we using too many antibiotics? So most coughs, colds, sore throats are caused by viruses, like that. And these do not respond to antibiotics, so don't take them. But doctors are under increasing pressure to prescribe, and many do so incorrectly. This promotes resistance in patients. However, this isn't the entire picture. 2/3 of the antibiotics used in the world are used in animals. Farmers give animals antibiotics to make them grow faster. They also keep animals in very unsanitary, unclean conditions, which promotes the spread of infection. And rather than improve these conditions, it's cheaper to give them antibiotics. Now, moving on to the second issue, why are we running out of types of antibiotics? To research and develop new types of antibiotics is very expensive, and drug companies don't do it. Why? They can't make a profit. We've got a broken pharmaceutical industry. Now, what can we do to avoid this nightmare? I'm calling on you to do 3 things today. Number 1, listen to your doctors. If you're unwell and your doctor thinks you've got a viral infection, don't pressure them to take antibiotics. Let your body fight it off. Always listen to medical advice. Number 2, review your meat consumption. Reduce it if you can. If you can't, buy your meat responsibly. Recent research has shown that some supermarkets have better antibiotic policies with regards to the meat that they sell. Sainsbury's, Tesco, Waitrose all had reasonable antibiotic policies. The same can't be said for Asda and Aldi. And finally, to fix our broken pharmaceutical industry, it's going to take all of us to discuss, to raise awareness, to campaign, and in the future, vote for the leaders that put this at the forefront of their election campaigns. Only if we act now, collectively, can we avoid this potential future nightmare. Thank you.